I told my son I'd rather have his ex-wife as my child, and then I cut him out of my will.
OKOP.
This is OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet.
Samuel.
John.
I think we've turned on the anti-gravity story machine.
Oh, John. I'm rising up.
Whoa. Hold on.
Whoa.
Sam.
No. I'm leaving.
Don't do
it. If you're on the podcast, you can't see. I am levitating.
He's slowly floating.
I'm levitating. I don't know what's going to happen. John, just tell me a story to bring me back down to earth.
Okay,
I
got it.
Me, please.
Yes, I have a story. It's a great one. Really spicy title. It's beautiful.
Okay, thank God. All
Guys,
right. I feel
listen.
calm. I feel in my body.
Okay.
I feel ready to
weigh down. And that's all to say.
Scary, dude. Anti-gravity, no joke.
It's no joke. And guys, I'm sorry we told stories out of this world. But we made it work.
We always make it work.
And with that, I have another story that's out of this world.
Oh, please do tell, my friend. Do tell.
I told my son I'd rather have his ex-wife as my child, and then I cut him out of my will.
That's so much and so mean. Don't be that mean. Be like this koala. A nice friend. Always grabbing next to me.
Stupid koala. Stupid son.
Hey. Charles, don't listen to
your
him.
Koala is getting nothing in my will. Do you understand me?
He's
Charles.
I'm leaving everything to Charles. Charles the koala. Boop, 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 boop.
People love Charles, actually.
Yeah, people comment about Charles.
There's always a few people that are like, they'll be like, oh, my sister had one when she was growing up or something.
Charles is a family heirloom, actually.
Oh, really? Well, from Australia, right?
From Australia, years, decades, centuries back.
Anywho. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Charles.
I will take it from here.
All right. Go back on your perch.
So, 16 years ago, my son Matthew had a daughter with his now ex-wife, Josie.
Okay. I'm following.
Yeah.
Wait. You know the meme where it's like,
right. Yeah.
All the math symbols. I'm like, okay, ex-wife, daughter. All right. I'm following.
Here we are.
We got it. Here we are.
I've always thought of Josie as my own daughter. So when they divorced 7 years ago due to my son cheating, I was conflicted and disappointed.
Ooh. Okay. So
yes.
this is the mom of the cheating son
yes.
who was cheating, who now is an ex-wife.
I also thought it was a dad for some reason, but it is not. Josie wasn't particularly close with any of her own family, so my husband and I naturally took them in. Josie was an angel, and she had insisted that we didn't have to lift a finger any more than before now that we had moved in. And though she was hurt, she kept it civil around Matthew.
Wow, that's really mature.
Seriously, that takes a lot. My husband and I held a huge hand in raising their daughter, Ruth, because Matthew remarried less than a year later and now has a 4-year-old son after disowning Ruth.
Disowning?
Bro, like, I just don't understand.
Wow.
Like, I'm almost like logically, if you're just like disowning your children, then like, why would you like a new child any more than like the last one? Like,
oh my God, that's just such a crappy thing to do. Those parents must feel so terrible. They're like, fuck, what do we do? Like, damn, what do we do wrong to raise such a morally bankrupt child?
And imagine being in that position as like the grandparents. You're like, gosh, like you can't just stand by.
Imagine Josie too. At least she has the support of her ex's parents.
That's true. 2 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with lung cancer, which was very hard for everyone, especially Ruth. They were extremely close, and she told him about her girlfriends and boyfriends before anyone else, and has always wanted him to be the one to walk her down the aisle at her wedding. Matt rarely ever visited and didn't answer our calls often, saying that we had other kids, so it wasn't like my husband was dying lonely.
Oh my God. What a terrible kid.
Like,
bro,
it just boggles the mind.
Dude, this guy's like, not only is a cheater, but he's a parent deserter,
bro.
And just like also an emotionless Just compassionless man.
He's just won the bingo for being the worst human on earth. Lets your dad die alone? Check.
A-hole bingo. A new Reddit game.
Abandons your daughter? Check. Now, last night, though, Matt stopped by to talk about inheritance.
Oh, and now he's coming back when there's money involved, when there's some funny money.
Hey, Mom.
Now he's like, oh, you don't have to die alone. I'll be there.
Ugh. He never mentioned Josie nor Ruth and hinted that he thought he should get more inheritance than his siblings the entire discussion.
What? Why?
Like,
why? You're the worst son ever.
Yeah, literally. You should get negative money. You should get charged for how awful of a human you are.
Everyone has to deal with your shenanigans, bro.
Yes. My husband and I shared awkward looks until he decided to cut in. He explained that everyone would get a piece, but he'd focused more on Ruth and Bonnie, one of our other grandkids. Matt got angry and said that Ruth was just his disowned kid and that his son deserved more than her. My husband got furious after that and left the room saying that he wouldn't include Matthew at all in the will.
Wow. Yeah, that honestly,
good.
Matt needs some hard lessons to become a better human than he is being right now.
He shouldn't have gotten anything before that discussion.
Exactly.
So,
like, I feel like all of his actions before should have just taken him out of the will.
Yeah.
But
disowning the daughter alone, like that
facts.
one.
And cheating, cheating.
Yes.
Cheating, then disowning. That's, come on.
Whew. Matt yelled back and turned to me saying that Ruth wasn't worth it because she'd grow up to be a salute like her mother.
You're the one that cheated.
Oh my God. This guy is giving me a migraine right now.
Wow. The mental gymnastics you have to go through to convince yourself that the person who didn't cheat is the slutty one.
You need some sort of like matrix download to convince your brain of this absolute just garbage.
Ridiculous.
Now, I told him that I'd rather have her mother as my daughter than him as my son and insisted he'd leave.
Wow. All right. Honestly, Matt freaking deserves that,
bro.
burn.
He does.
He deserves
he really
it.
does. He needs someone to check him.
A burn that's a little precursor to the hell that he's going to experience.
That's right.
Fire and brimstone.
His experience in hell is he's locked where he can just almost reach his inheritance money, but he can't touch it.
Or it's like he can like as he's about to touch it, it just all burns away.
Yeah, or it moves an inch away every time. He gets half an inch closer and it moves an inch away every time.
You're not getting anything, guy.
I'm getting phone calls from Matt's wife and his family friends saying that my husband and I overreacted and he was just angry that we were playing favorites.
I don't know about that.
Am I the a-hole? And there's an edit.
There's an update.
To clear some things up. To set the record straight.
Set that record straight.
Josie did not cheat on Matthew. Josie and Matthew met later in college, and Josie was known as a party girl before that. Ruth isn't the product of some affair, and we are planning on getting a DNA test because what Matthew said has gotten under Ruth's skin so much. She was in the house and overheard the conversation. Oh, God. That is so awful. Oh my gosh, poor Ruth.
This kid is
it's a child. Like, it's a child. When it came to taking in Josie and Ruth, we did not hesitate one bit because Josie is not from here. She and Matt lived in another country until he moved with them here a few months ago before he got caught cheating. I had no intentions of choosing Josie over Matt then and now, and I've never discouraged Matt from visiting. I tried to make it very clear we're not picking sides. We just wanted her and our granddaughter to be safe and have a good home.
I think I'm not out of line when I say Matt is the biggest, fattest, most flappy, gaping a-hole I have ever seen in my life.
That is an accurate statement.
Yeah.
That is not
It's a big
hot take.
Gaping a-hole. Like his a-hole is so agape that it's like a wizard's sleeve.
Exactly.
Wrapping in the wind.
He's an a-hole with just a myriad of hemorrhoids just clapping together.
He's an a-hole that just has lesions on the side and is bleeding profusely like a volcanic geyser into the sky.
Oh, man. Yeah, this guy is a piece of garbage.
Yeah. But you know what's never a piece of garbage?
Subscribing to OKOP.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Spotify, and support us on Patreon and the TikTok and the podcast. Support us on Patreon like Kathy Quickly.
Keegan Simmons and Desiree Canterbury.
Desiree Canterbury, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
See you soon.